Update 2. She said, "I can't be with someone who has no future." And walked out like she was doing me a favor. I just said, "Okay." The next morning, I started calculating my revenge, and now she's the one begging to be part of the future she thought I'd never have. What are you talking about? I do have my life together. We have our life together. She actually laughed, but it was this harsh, bitter sound. You're 29 years old, making $68,000 a year and driving a Honda Accord. Do you have any idea how embarrassing that is for me? My friend Brittany is dating someone who just bought a brand new F-150 Raptor with cash. Cash, Ryan. My coworker Sarah's boyfriend surprised her with an entire week in Cancun last month just because he felt like spoiling her. So, this is really about money. That's what this comes down to. It's not about money. It's about ambition. It's about having drive and wanting more out of life instead of being satisfied with mediocrity. You've been at the exact same company for 4 years doing the exact same boring job with 0 promotions. Meanwhile, you spend all your free time messing around with websites for tiny local businesses that probably pay you pocket change. That really stung because she was talking about my consultancy, the thing I'd been pouring my heart and soul into for 3 years. The thing that was about to potentially change everything if the mega retail deal came through. You don't understand what I'm building with my business. What business? She interrupted. Playing around on your laptop after work isn't a business, Ryan. It's a hobby that you're using as an excuse to avoid taking real risks in your actual career. Meanwhile, Monica's boyfriend just got promoted to branch manager at his bank, and they're looking at houses in Westlake. Jessica's guy launched his own real estate team and bought her a diamond bracelet last week for absolutely no reason except that he could afford to. I could tell she'd been planning this whole speech, probably rehearsing it for weeks, maybe even practicing in front of her bathroom mirror. I'm 25 years old, Ryan. I want security. I want marriage and a family and a real life with someone who can actually provide. You can't even take me somewhere nice for my birthday without checking your checking account balance first and suggesting we split the check because I'm being financially responsible. I'm building something for our future. Building what exactly? Some ridiculous fantasy about becoming the next big entrepreneur. Wake up and face reality. You're not going to be the next Steve Jobs or Mark Cuban. You're a mid-level marketing guy who's too scared to take real risks or make the kind of power moves that actually lead somewhere. That hurt more than anything else she'd said. She was calling me a coward when I'd been working 16-hour days for years trying to create something meaningful and sustainable. You know what I deserve, she continued, getting more worked up. I deserve someone who matches my energy and ambition. I work hard at my job. I take care of myself. I invest in my appearance and my personal brand. I bring real value to a relationship. I should be with someone who's on my level. And what exactly is your level, Ashley? What's your big ambition? You sell jewelry to rich people and post photos on Instagram. Her face went bright red and her voice got shrill. I'm building relationships with high net worth clients and learning about luxury markets and investment strategies. I have opportunities and connections that you don't even know about. People who could open doors and lead to real opportunities. Like what specifically? Like none of your business anymore because I'm done. I'm done wasting my time trying to motivate someone who's perfectly content being average. I'm done pretending that this is going somewhere when you clearly have no intention of ever stepping up. She grabbed 2 suitcases that I hadn't even noticed by the door. This wasn't a spontaneous decision. She'd been planning this exit strategy. I'll come back this weekend to get the rest of my stuff. Don't bother. I'll pack everything up and you can have someone else pick it up. She paused at the door like she was expecting me to beg or promise to change. When I didn't say anything, she shook her head. You know what really confirms I'm making the right choice? You're not even going to fight for us. 4 years from now when you're still in that same job making the same money, remember this moment? Remember when someone who actually cared about you tried to push you to be better? And then she walked out just like that. I stood there looking at my half-cooked chicken and thinking about what an incredible piece of work she just revealed herself to be. 3 years together and she dumps me because my Honda Accord isn't impressive enough. Then my phone rang. The caller ID showed Jeremy Morrison, Mega Retail Solutions. My heart jumped because Jeremy was the regional director I'd been working with for 8 months. He never called after business hours unless something major was happening. Ryan, hope I'm not calling too late. Got some news that couldn't wait until morning and I wanted to reach you before the weekend. Mega Retail was the absolute whale I'd been chasing since last summer. They operated over 200 retail locations across Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana. Their current digital marketing was practically non-existent. A website that looked like it hadn't been updated since 2008, almost no social media presence, zero online advertising strategy. I've been working with Jeremy to demonstrate how modern digital marketing could transform their customer acquisition and retention. What's the news, Jeremy? We want to move forward with the full service contract immediately. My board of directors and executive team approved your comprehensive proposal this afternoon. They were blown away by the ROI projections and the test campaign results you showed us. I had to sit down. We'd been negotiating for months, but I thought they might try to reduce the scope or negotiate down the price. The numbers we discussed, $220,000 annually for comprehensive digital marketing management across all locations, plus performance bonuses based on measurable results. The performance bonuses could realistically add another $40,000 to $60,000 per year based on the conservative projections you provided. Jeremy, that's absolutely incredible news. I'm honestly a little shocked. Don't be shocked, Ryan. You've earned this. The test campaigns you ran for our Dallas and Houston locations increased online traffic by 340% and in-store conversions by 28% in just 2 months. Our competitors are spending twice as much on traditional advertising and getting half the results. My mind was racing. $220,000 guaranteed annually, plus potential bonuses that could push it over $280,000. That was more than 4 times my current salary. When do we finalize everything? I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. How about Monday morning? Our legal team will have the contracts ready over the weekend. Oh, and Ryan, this is just the beginning. We're already discussing internally about expanding this partnership if year 1 goes as well as we expect. We're looking at potentially rolling this out to our entire Southeast division. That could be looking at $400 to $500,000 annually if the pilot program succeeds. That sounds amazing. I'll be ready Monday morning. One more thing. We're going to need you to be available for travel probably 20 to 30% of the time, site visits, strategy meetings, training sessions for local managers. Is that something you can handle? Absolutely. Whatever you need. Perfect. Congratulations, Ryan. You're about to become a very busy and very successful entrepreneur. After I hung up, I just sat there for about 15 minutes trying to process what had just happened. $220,000 guaranteed, probably another $50,000 in performance bonuses based on their projections, plus potential expansion that could hit $500,000 annually within 2 years. I'd gone from making $68,000 to potentially $270,000 plus in a single phone call. And Ashley had dumped me 4 hours earlier for lacking ambition and drive. The irony was so perfect it was almost funny. Almost. I spent that weekend packing up all of Ashley's belongings, designer clothes, expensive makeup, jewelry I bought her for holidays that probably cost me 2 months of car payments. Put everything in neat boxes and labeled them clearly. Monday morning, I signed the biggest contract of my professional life. That afternoon, I walked into my boss's office and gave my notice. You're starting your own agency, Ryan. That's fantastic. I always knew you had the entrepreneurial spirit. This is going to be huge for you. My manager was genuinely excited and offered to serve as a reference for future clients. Even said they might want to hire my agency for some projects down the road.